Hello, it's Mark Barrett here. This is a short video that's relevant for absolutely all of our clients in all of the different companies. So Riverview, Property Tax, Expat, IR35 and Tata. What is it? Duality. When can you claim expenses? So I just want to explain the duality rules. This is really important in terms of the expenses that you are claiming as an individual against your business or your company. Okay, so principle of duality. If an expense has dual purpose, so it gives you a benefit as well as your business a benefit, then HMRC would decide that it isn't a tax deductible expense because expenses have to be wholly and necessarily and for companies exclusively incurred in the business, so wholly and necessarily. So what is duality? People who've listened to me before about this topic will know I use very old case law as my example, and it's relevant, and I just want to explain that one to you because it gives you a bit of a clue, but then I'll give some examples as well. So case law. This is very old case law, and it was actually one of the exam questions when I first qualified. Yes, it was quite a while ago now. I hate to say how many years it was ago, but decades ago. And what happened in this case was that a lady barrister, and you know that a barrister, to go into court, has to wear the black gown and the white wig. That is the rigor of the court. That is what you have to wear. That's right. So she claimed these on as tax allowable expenses on her personal tax return, a self-assessment. Tax office disagreed with it. Being a barrister, of course, the instant reaction was, see you in court type words. Okay, fine. Off they go to court. Crusty old judge, and this is a very old case law, so there's a bit of sexism in the language, and he refers to this lady as my dear. Who the heck wants to say that to a lady today? Anyway, he refers to this young lady barrister, my dear. I understand that you have to have that black gown and wig to be recognised in my court, but if you weren't wearing that gown, you would be naked and cold before me. So the gown is providing duality. It is the clothing you have to wear in court, but if you didn't have it, you would be lacking public decency and warmth. So it has dual purpose. And because that's dual purpose, you can't claim it as a tax allowable expense. Now, of course, there are some expenses that you can claim, and look on the YouTube channel, you'll see all the videos about trivial expenses, social events. These things you can claim. Another good one, of course, is the mobile phone. For every employee, whether that's you, your spouse, child, if your child works for you. Again, there's a video about employing your children. Can have a mobile phone, and if there's private usage of the mobile phone, then that's incidental. Okay, so there are deliberate exceptions. But let's look at some others now. So let's imagine that you've said, this is one that arose yesterday in a conversation. It did arise with a laugh from the client. They're about to go off to New Zealand. Can they suggest that they're looking to expand their business into New Zealand and claim their travel costs? No, of course you can't. You might, well, indeed, whilst you're in New Zealand having a jolly nice holiday, I'm quite jealous, look at the market and see whether that's useful for you. But actually, the holiday's for you. You might use it for business as well, but there's definitely duality there, isn't there? So there was a nice classic example of, no, you can't claim it. So look at costs that you are incurring, that you personally are spending out on, that you want to put through your business. And if there's no duality, you can claim one. So just before I finish, let me just give you another classic example. Okay, so let's imagine now you work from home, right? You have a company, business, whatever, but you work from home. That's fine. If you've got broadband and it's on a separate bill and the bill is addressed to your business, you might claim that as a totally allowable expense. And your personal usage of it, when you might download the occasional film or whatever you do, or go onto social media or YouTube and look at these, and it's purely incidental. You're using it for your business. Now let's imagine that your bill for the broadband is mixed in with, for example, your Sky package. where you get your TV and your broadband in one package. Well, what benefit to your company is there for you having TV at home? Well, there isn't. It's for your benefit. So it's got duality. So if your broadband is mixed in with, for example, your Sky Television subscription, no, you can't claim it. You've got duality. So quick explanation. I hope that's been useful to you. As always, ask your own accountants, but ideally you should be working with good guys like us. But if you've got any other questions, you can see in the last few frames of this video all our contact details. Hopefully, speak to you soon. Bye now.